I don't care who you are, everybody in this world makes mistakes, but some mistakes are just less forgivable than others. And today I'm here to make amends with my mistakes and say I'm sorry. And I want to tell you guys about some of the mistakes that I've personally made at my job and in my life in general. So let's start out with one of the customers that I will never forget in my entire life because, well, my mom made me never forget this customer. So it was probably the first week that I was ever working at my parents' Subway shop. If you don't know, I used to work at Subway with my parents. They own the shop. And something that frequently happens while you work at, say, any fast food job or honestly anywhere in retail is sometimes someone will forget their wallet. And well, there's a couple things that you could do in this instance. And because it was my first week and it was during a lunch rush, I basically said to the customer, I was like, hey, I can't give you this product because you don't have money to pay for it. I'm sorry. And I didn't really know what to do. But the second that I told the customer that I couldn't give him his sandwich, my mom stepped in and basically gave me a life lesson that I'll never forget. It was busy as heck at the store. And well, my mom goes to me and says, hey, this is a regular customer that always comes into the store. And you know that this is a regular customer. You literally saw him a few days ago. If he forgets his wallet, you got to just give him the sandwich because we don't want to lose a customer over something as minuscule as this. And we know that he's good for it and he's going to come back the next day and just pay us whatever the sandwich costs. And well, in that moment, she said something that I'll never forget. And she told me that the customers are the ones that are feeding us, which honestly to this day still kind of blows my mind. Obviously, it goes the other way too. We're feeding the customer sandwiches, but these people are the ones that are supporting our business and everybody makes mistakes and we shouldn't have to punish them because they made a mistake as small as forgetting their wallet. So I apologized to the customer. I let him go and he happily ate his sandwich and came back the next day and paid for it. And he's to this day still a regular customer at the store. And honestly, he wasn't really upset at all, but that's something that I can't say for the next story that I have. Now, when you're new at a job, something that you usually have to get a pretty good grasp over is the cash register. And well, to this day, I still kind of struggle sometimes with where things are in the cash register and what to charge sandwiches as. And well, during my time at Subway, I had a customer that came in and I accidentally overcharged his sandwich. Now, I didn't make the sandwich, so I didn't really know what was on it. I was just kind of playing the cash register and being the guy ringing up everyone's subs. But this guy in particular got a 6-inch sandwich, and I rang him up for the 6-inch, but I rang it up as a more expensive sandwich than what he got. I forget honestly what specific sandwich he got. It was probably a turkey, but I rang him up as a steak, which is obviously a couple dollars extra. And well, let's just say this guy was not happy when he saw the receipt. He was basically standing there at the cash register for 30 seconds, just staring at the receipt blankly while looking at me almost as if he was gonna harm me or something. Thank God he didn't. But after the blank stare he gave me, he basically went to me and said, hey, you got this order wrong. You need to fix this right now, in a pretty aggressive tone. And well, I was kind of thrown aback because at the time I never experienced anything like this and I had no idea what to do. So I call over my coworker and I'm like, hey, can you help me with this? And he had no idea what to do either because we've never experienced something like this. And eventually, after a couple minutes of searching around in the cash register, I found the button that let me cancel the order and I canceled it, gave him the new receipt, and I even threw in a free cookie. And well, he wasn't too happy of a camper even after I apologized a couple times. To this day, I'm still sorry to that guy. I don't think I've seen him since. But this next person, well, they were a regular at our Subway and we had a new worker working one day and they were not happy with this worker, let me tell you. So we have pizza at Subway and the worker had never made a pizza before and it was a pretty busy lunchtime. We had a lot of customers online and this particular customer was in a pretty big rush. I don't know why they were in a rush, but they just didn't seem like they were having the best day either. And while I was helping another customer, I just overhear that the person that was helping the customer that usually comes in was getting grilled by the woman. He had no idea how to make the pizza once again because he was new, and well, she wasn't happy about it and she started to literally curse him out. And I was just standing there listening to the conversation, what do I do right now? I had never experienced anything like this at the time and I was 16 years old, so how am I gonna deal with this? This was a grown person screaming at my coworker, and at one point I just step in and I'm like, hey guys, we can switch and I can take over this. And actually a customer in line standing next to her told her to calm down and actually started to tell her hey, these are people, you're getting an aggressive tone with a human being, relax. And that actually was a really brave thing for that person to do. And looking back, I wish that I could have done that too for my coworker. So I apologized to him for not standing up to the woman, and I honestly had no idea what to do in that moment. But in the end, she got her pizza. I don't think I ever saw her again after that, maybe once or twice, but I didn't end up giving that woman a free cookie. But here's the moral of today's story: saying you're sorry and giving a free cookie goes a long way. Feel free to watch another video and please subscribe if you enjoyed this one. I love you guys. Bye.